Welcome to our microlearning channel. In today's video, I would like to share on the root of evolution. Let's start our discussion proper. This opening slide explains why fear of snakes has deep evolutionary roots. Early primates developed an acute ability to detect snakes as a life-saving advantage, and that rapid alert system became hardwired. The image contrasts prehistoric primates with a modern person overreacting to a harmless object, showing how an adaptive survival mechanism can become a maladaptive phobic response in today's world. Here we outline the neurological routes behind fear responses using the brain diagram. A fast track sends visual threat signals from the thalamus straight to the amygdala, triggering immediate fight or flight reactions, while a slower pathway carries the same signal to the prefrontal cortex for rational appraisal. In Ophidiophobia, the amygdala hijacks processing so panic can occur before conscious assessment. This Venn diagram shows how clinical manifestations overlap across physical, psychological, and behavioral domains to create a central panic zone. Physically, people may experience tachycardia, hyperventilation, sweating, nausea, and tremors. Psychologically, they report acute panic, doom, or derealization. Behaviorally, they engage in compulsive checking or freezing. The intersection explains why these symptoms reinforce one another and escalate avoidance. The cycle diagram demonstrates how avoidance multiplies harm over time. A trigger provokes panic, leading to avoidance and short-term relief, but that relief quickly gives way to long-term hypervigilance, anticipatory anxiety, isolation, and impaired work or recreation. The visual highlights how avoiding feared situations reduces immediate distress yet entrenches the problem, increasing overall functional cost and limiting life activities. This slide summarizes DSM-5 diagnostic criteria and places symptoms on a severity spectrum. A marked fear or anxiety about snakes that's disproportionate to danger reliably provokes immediate intense anxiety and is actively avoided or endured with distress, persisting typically 6 months or more and causing significant impairment. The severity bar reminds us that intervention becomes necessary as discomfort shifts toward clinical phobia. Here we present evidence-based treatments and a practical stepwise approach. Cognitive behavioral therapy with systematic exposure remains the gold standard, starting with discussing snakes, then viewing photos, progressing to controlled VR environments, and ultimately, safe, supervised proximity to a real snake when appropriate. The slide also notes VR as a promising, controlled option and that short-term pharmacological aids may help with acute symptoms during early exposure. Thanks for microlearning with us.